Hey everybody, today we are going to be talking about New World. This is a stream that I did looking at the new cinematic trailer, so we're going to go through that real quick, and then at the end going to have some comments as well, so stay tuned, hope you enjoy it. Alright, what is up everybody? Thanks for tuning in. Today we are going to be talking about New World. I haven't done any live streams on New World, but I've been following this game for over a year now. I did participate in the preview event that took place in August, which was really cool. August being I believe it was the first delayed release date that they then delayed again 2 more times. But it was cool that Amazon Game Studios let us play it that weekend. I think it was 10 days or something, actually. It was pretty cool then. I thought it was pretty good. I thought it could be released then on par with most games that are released nowadays. They delayed it, saying that they wanted to have more content. And I've really been blown away by the amount of content that they've actually put in since then. Not like one of these games that gets delayed and then still releases half done and shitty. Do have a couple of concerns with the game, but for the most part, I'm a huge fanboy. I'm going to be creating a whole bunch of content related to New World starting today and for the foreseeable future. So, I am a variety streamer, but I'm going to be doing a lot of streaming on this game starting July 20th when the closed beta starts, and also going to be doing some YouTube videos on it. So, if you're new to New World, definitely check out their YouTube channel or newworld.com, which is their main website. It has a bunch of information on it and stuff. But for the purpose of this stream, and I'm actually going to be using the stream for some YouTube content also after this, so if you want to see it again, check me out here or hit me up on YouTube. I want to go through their most recent trailer that they posted a couple days ago, and then talk about the May patch notes, which is going to be the last large alpha patch, I guess, according to them. But we'll get to that in a little bit. So without further ado, let's take a look at the new trailer in its entirety, and then we might go through it a little bit in detail afterwards. Take a look.
What is Aeternum? The substance of legends. The pulse of adventure. The glory of triumph. Aeternum is life eternal. And death incarnate. What is Aeternum? The fires of destruction, rage and malice. Aeternum is the truth behind nightmares. What is Aeternum? That depends on you.
Alright, that's pretty much it. The rest is just kind of advertising. So, a couple things. Number one, this is a cinematic trailer video, obviously not a gameplay trailer, which is good and bad, I guess. There was a bunch of stuff that's in-game, like skill use and stuff that they just made look really cool in a cinematic way, which is kind of cool to see. The best part for me for this is they hadn't done one of these since before their first delayed release of August of last year, which makes you a little nervous when you don't see the gaming company advertising something that's coming out pretty soon. Um, worried about them maybe potentially delaying it again. By seeing this, I am very confident that that is not going to be the case. They're starting to advertise for it again. It's really good. They keep talking about the same dates over and over. Their last patch notes said it's going to be the last content patch, and they're just going to fix bugs and polish. All these things are normal for leading up to an actual release, so I think we can actually believe this one. So that's number one, super good. In case you don't know about this, like let's go over some really quick details. It's an MMORPG. There's PvE. There's PvP. There's dungeons that they've added. There's some lore and stuff, like you're basically in the 17th century. You crashed on some magical island that gives you eternal life, and there's all kinds of other impacts. Things are turning evil and not really dying if they die, and they try to kill you. And then there's animals and trees and stuff that are coming to life, and all these other different things that are going on. Um, Anybody who knows me knows I'm not super into lore or anything, but it's kind of nice to have a background story, and I know some people really get into the lore, so there's a couple of details here, like where's that guy? There's a scary red guy that jumps at you at some point in this video that I'll find. I think it's this guy right here. So this guy, he's actually one of the. Let's watch him jump. Let's watch him jump at you again. Yeah, so he's one of the dungeon bosses now. Like, um, the beauty of this game is that it just looks super nice. Everything about the game looks really good. I thought that part where they're running through the on the bridge there and their like armor's leveling up. I think it's right here. Let's go check that out again. Right here, yeah. You can see all the progression. You can see the progression of the gear. That looks really cool. There's a really big crafting system in the game. The harvesting skills and stuff. Like, there's a lot of different uh, ways you can play and things you can progress on. So unlike every other goddamn game in the last however many years, like you're probably not going to get to the end of this game and be bored in a week, which is really good. The reason they delayed it after August was really to add a bunch of content. And like I said, they actually have done that, so that's actually really great to see. I'm looking forward to the game. Do have a couple of concerns. The PvP doesn't really have any. It's faction versus faction, and there's three factions. And my friends and I had discussed this, and there's not really any forced balancing. A faction can take over some territory, and the other factions are meant to take it back. But in games like this, what ends up happening, in my experience, is everyone will zerg to whichever faction is the strongest, so that they have all the territories, and then you're fighting an uphill battle. I actually like being the underdog personally, but it's almost never to the point where you're an underdog, but it's possible. It seems like there's ways to handle that, which is kind of unfortunate. I haven't seen anything on that from Amazon. An example would be, some kind of penalty for holding something for a certain amount of time that incrementally gets worse. So you can't just keep things forever. Something like that, some kind of system where you're restricting or making it more difficult for the winning faction to continue to win. Otherwise, what's going to happen is the people who are losing are just going to get stomped, and there'll be no way for them to win. So that just it either forces them to leave, quit the game altogether, or it basically says, you got to come to the winning side to have fun and get all the rewards. So a little bit worried about that. That aspect of it. But other than that, I think the game looks really solid in its current state. The cinematic trailer is really cool. They have a bunch of other videos too if you want to check those out. All right, so there we have it. So those are some of the thoughts that I had on Amazon Gaming Studios' new cinematic trailer, which they released a couple weeks ago. I am also going to cover the full May patch notes in the next video, which should be coming up on your newsfeed right away. Otherwise, just feel free to click on my profile. It'll be on there. You can check that out as well. I am going to be doing a lot of streaming on this game and creating a lot of content. So if you're interested in checking out more of my stuff, which will get better and higher production quality, I promise, please feel free to click that sub button or like or dislike. And be sure to check me out on Twitch where I do most of my streaming. Till then, catch you guys later.